Hello, it is your Astro Coach Sarah here for Wellness Astrology, this time for the moon in Leo. This is April 6th and 7th, so the latter half of your weekend and the beginning of your work week, if that's how you roll. Otherwise, it's Sunday and Monday. So Sunday is the sun's day, Domingo, I believe it's called, and then Monday, Lunis, is the moon day. So we start out with a pretty spicy moon in Leo. So basically, what we have going on is a lot of water because of everything in Pisces. We have some fire, cardinal fire, and with this moon in Leo, fixed fire. So some fire, some very unstable earth because Uranus and Taurus and the south node of Virgo, and um, Jupiter in Gemini. And I forgot to mention for water, we have Mars in Cancer, and then Jupiter in Gemini. Not exactly the greatest amount of air, but then we have Pluto in Aquarius. And so here we are with this moon in Leo, which will make a trine to now Neptune in Aries. It will also have an aspect to the Pisces stuff called an inconjunct. So this could make things really uncomfortable because as you are mama bear protecting what you need to protect, people, people don't get it, right? And I've said like people don't have to get it, but I mean you're gonna have like that pushback. Like when you're trying to take a stand, like your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your friend groups, your coworkers, your boss may go against, maybe like taking a stand against you. So it kind of feels uncomfortable. And you may be having an issue with yourself because as we expand and come into a new level of being, a new level of who you're being, there may be something uncomfortable about it. Like I have said so many times this year, like, wow, who am I? Who is this person that has her, has her shit together? I may not look like I have my shit together, but compared to how I've been in the past, I feel like I have my shit more together now than I used to. And that's in a lot of different aspects and areas of my life. And so you may be looking at yourself like, who am I? And that's okay because this is the part that like we're talking about this long-term transformation preparation, and now you're looking at yourself going, what? Who is this person? Because there may be points in your healing journey that you literally look yourself in the mirror or observe your own behavior and go, what? Who is that person? So that's what I feel like how this could be is that you're showing yourself a new version of yourself. You're showing yourself this up level of yourself, and you're like, what? Who is she? Who is he? What's going on? But that could also come from other people. Like, what? She's actually taking a stand now? Okay. Um, because this is a lot of fire, right? And I don't really feel like Neptune and Aries is like a lot of fire, but it does change the energy signature of Neptune, right? And so we're also inching closer to that full moon in Libra, which peaks next weekend or this coming weekend, I guess, from the point of this moon in Leo. And as soon as we have that full moon in Libra on the 12th, Venus will station direct, and she's going to be in that dance with Saturn and the North Node for a while. Like it's a while. And so, it's really this invitation to get ground, to get like really disciplined about how you are, about your spiritual self and grounding it in and pulling it in. So there may be things that you're like, I can't talk to you or I can't hang out with you because I need to get this project done. You guys have heard me talk about like how I know I can't really relocate and have a more active social life until my book is written. And so like the drive to get that done has been higher and in intensity. I have a couple other projects that I've really been like noticing, just I'm making moves on that I'm just like, oh, ding, ding, ding. I finally figured out the how I needed to word something to move it forward in the direction I wanted it to go. And so, just lots of different things that are progressing about my projects, but it's not like I invest a lot of time. This is where we talk about like bending time, right? I don't invest a lot of time into actually sitting down and grinding it out, but I'm disciplined enough to be conscious of, what messages I'm getting from God, source, universe, my guardian, guardian team, and whatnot about how to move forward with those projects. And then it's like, okay, you need to integrate this part before you can physically put down on paper this next part of the book or something like, or whatnot, however that works for you. And so you may be ready for things to change and getting super impatient. This Leo moon certainly is not going to help you being impatient, but there's parts of you that are not right, not that need to still work through and integrate new levels, right? Again, I have said it like until I think Mercury, when does Mercury go direct? I don't think it's quite yet. I think it's coming up. Um, but let me take a look. Um, I don't think Mercury stations direct until after this moon in Leo. But I know it's coming up. I don't see it during this moon in Leo. And I forget what date. It might actually be when the moon is in Virgo, because I think it's around the 8th of April, or something like that, when Mercury stations direct. So all of that to say, um, all of that to say, like, things are not together yet, because remember that even though Mercury, if let's just say Mercury stations direct on the April 8th, I think that's what date it is. So it's right after this moon in Leo. Venus stations direct on the 12th, right after the full moon in Libra. Those two planets, yes, they're direct and they'll be direct, but they won't be out of their shadows for a long time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're still in this kind of crawling mode of things aren't quite ready to move forward yet. It's going to be a little bit yet. These planets are all at the end of Pisces. That's the end of the zodiac. Okay. This is how deep these endings are. It could be your soul having like your soul getting rid of some stuff. It could be previous lifetimes of stuff, if you believe in that, which I do. I do believe that I was a silent person in a previous life. Like, I stayed quiet, I stayed isolated. I do believe that's how I was in one of my many previous lives. I think I've been here a few times. I have not had a past life regression. I would like to have one. So if you know somebody who does past life stuff, I would love to have a past life regression, because I really want to know things. But I do pay attention to my spirit guides, my ancestors, my grandmothers. I really pay attention to them and the messages that they send me about their courage or lack thereof, and that, they wish that they had the courage that I have. And so you can always tune in to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, and they'll send you messages to let you know stuff. Um, they don't have to be your grandmothers. That's just who mine are. But anywho, that's how much this is like closing out stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, let this be a very slow movement. And also, don't forget that even though Neptune has moved into Aries, and in May, Saturn will move into Aries, they're both going to retrograde back into Pisces before they move into Aries early next year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, it may feel like sluggish, like molasses in January, and that is okay right now, because we're not ready for the big catapult forward just yet. Doesn't mean things can't be moving forward, but it means that things may be a slow move forward. We get the King of Starships, or the King of Cups, the King of Water upright. I think this is um oh shit, the name is escaping me. I'm so sorry. But the King of Cups upright. So this is emotional intelligence, emotional management, being solid with yourself emotionally, emotionally accepting who you are. and who you're being for yourself and who you're taking a stand for yourself. I said when Neptune started to move into Aries, this was going to be about you and you taking a stand, you being the warrior. All of us needs to channel our inner warrior, warrior one, warrior two, warrior three pose in yoga. If you don't know what those are, go take a yoga class and find out, because those are stability poses that help you. Like there's openness behind those poses, right? And then like warrior three is like you're in flight with, your arms wide open, right? And so, but those are both like heart opening poses. Those warrior poses in yoga are opening up your heart to receive what is coming and what is available for you, that's coming down from, your guide team to help you and support you. Okay, we also got, ooh, the sun upright, Luoxana. She's so funny. I love this because the moon's in Leo, sun is exalted in Aries. They're gonna trine through this lunation cycle. And so, it's like be your bright self, be you, be authentic. Pluto's in Aquarius, screaming authenticity. Like you got to be you, right? I know a lot of you are not on TikTok, but I mean, there's so many people that just do say stupid shit to other TikTok creators that just makes me crazy because they're cool TikTokers that don't really like, they ain't out to hurt nobody. They're just doing their cool thing and people love them. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but if you trash Miriam on TikTok, who is an Orthodox Jew, like people will like people will hate on you for coming after Miriam. I'm not anything to do with an Orthodox Jew, but she's very cool to talk about her faith so eloquently and so informatively and all that. And then there's Lavinia, who's a former Amish, who comes on there and shares her recipes and stuff. She's just the sweetest person on TikTok. Maybe she's not in real life, but it's TikTok, right? But I mean, be you. Don't be afraid, because you know what? Like I've said so many times, and everybody should know this, people are going to come at you no matter what you do. You can be the nicest person, and people are going to come at you. But this is having the emotional intelligence, this King of Cups upright, this King of Starships upright, having the emotional intelligence to take a stand no matter what people have to say. And the sun upright is literally being yourself, being authentic, trusting yourself, trusting your spirit guides, all of those sorts of things. Let's see what's up with the angels and ancestors. Speaking of ancestors and angels and guides, and let's see what's up for this moon in Leo. From our guide teams, tune in to, meditate, do some Vipassana, some silent meditation, and really try to receive the messages from your spirit team. It's so important, and it can help you get a little less mentally constipated about what's going on in the world and how your life is going and whatnot. You're probably doing way better than you think you are. Okay, oh my goodness, we got the sun, which is enjoy success and happiness. Again, like I said before with a few days ago, do you know what it's like? Do you know the experience of enjoying an achievement? Do you know the experience of enjoying yourself? Do you know the experience of being so like you being the one to light up a room? Do you know that experience? Or are you the one that brings the room down under a cloud because you're coming in all like, oh man, don't be that person. This is a time for you to take a stand for yourself and be bright, be brave, be courageous, be the sun. I think it's interesting that we got the sun in the tarot and the sun in oops, wrong card. My bad. Here we go. I'll get it. We got the sun in the tarot and the sun in the angel's answer. So somebody needed to hear something about the sun and being bright and being shiny and being bold and being alive and being well and enjoying some level of happiness. And gosh, you know what? I'm recording this on the 29th. So maybe by this point, I need this video. Yes, I do sometimes watch my own content just because I'm like, damn, I freaking nailed it or whatever. So anyway, but with this moon and Leo, like take advantage of that. Take advantage of following your heart. Take advantage of being bright, being brave, being courageous to step into your own. So I hope you found this to be helpful and have a great rest of your weekend and beginning of your week. And I will talk to you on the next video. Take care.